Hey, Yugi, Dark Richician of Team Sorcerers here, and welcome to the Dark Richician's Deck Grand Championship Epic Elite Tournament. Um, Now, think of this as the equivalent to the All Stars tournament from Robot Wars and um, the All Favourites tournament on this channel. Um, Only instead of my absolute favourite decks of all time, I've got what I feel are the very best decks um, that I've ever played, really. Um, yeah, I have here 60, which I truly think are my strongest ones. Um, I would have put Galaxy Photons on here, but the issue with Galaxy Photons is that it can brick quite easily, which is really unfortunate. Um, so if I was to pick 17, it would probably be 17th. I feel bad saying that because big fan of Kite and Galaxy Photons are my second favourite Zeal archetype. Um, I just feel like these are my best ones, which have proved themselves worthy in both normal tournament play, um, the main Dark Magician's Deck Grand Championship, and its spin offs. Look at Dark Magician, I mean, it's proved its worth time and time again, even against meta. Um, and I've won my fair share of tournaments with this deck. Elemental Heroes, although this started out as more of a casual deck than anything, I did play this in normal tournaments just for lols and would usually do better than I thought I did, even coming second on about 5 or 6 occasions, which is an odd, long-running joke. Um, Rainbow Neos, I'd say, is close behind. Um, not had as many top cuts with it, but I did win a tag team tournament with this once upon a time. Um, Blue Eyes is just better than ever, really. I remember 2 years ago that I won a locals with it. As for the main Grand Championship itself, it's come close many times but couldn't quite manage it. But did win other things, like 2 Dead Universe Comics Raw Rumbles and the first All Favourites tournament. Red Eyes, very underrated, maybe not as strong as some other decks here, but Red Eyes is just generally better than ever, like with or without Dragoon. Um, so it can still do pretty well despite the unnecessary drawbacks of some of the cards. Blackwings, of course, used to be meta, like right at the end of the 2000s. Um, of course, it's not anymore, but it's become a deck that I've genuinely been interested in for the last 2 years. But it's um, actually it still performs pretty good, um, most definitely. Um, it's a pretty strong contender. Raidraptors, on the other hand, pretty underrated to start off with, and still a very strong deck. Um, I did play it in a tournament once upon a time. Only got 2 out of 4 or 5 wins, so I've been a bit unlucky when I did, particularly when I faced Paleozoic Frog and Altergeist, which was annoying. Um, but other than that, it's just still an amazing deck. Elemental Hero Divine Neos, well, it's uh, probably the strongest hero deck I've ever made, if not one of the strongest. The way it's built isn't my idea, of course. It's just basically the generic hero deck that's been floating about for about a year or so, only with Elemental Hero, Divine Neos, and other Neos cards thrown in. But it works really well. And I just wanted to do something different with that deck rather than copy what everyone else is doing. Um, and it really helps bring to mind Neos out a lot. Um, Noble Knights, still cool, underrated, fan favourite of well, Express Gaming and Wyvern Watch, definitely. Um, yeah, Kaijus are still its only big weakness, really. But still a strong contender. So strong, in fact, that it won Series 4 of the main Grand Championship, just causing some upsets and making a mockery of my seeding system back then, defeating Cyberse, I think, Elemental Heroes, Blue Eyes, and Dark Magician along the way. Um, Yugi Gadgets, a cool underdog deck which generally does well. Uh, it spits out rank 4s very easily, makes it pretty tough to deal with. Cyberse, well, it's probably the most casual deck here, I'd say, yet it's still very strong and just generally better than ever because of Access Code Talker, Microcoder. What's the name of the mini transcode talker? Uh, Code generator, is it? I can't believe I can't remember. Signet optimization, Signet codec. Um, yeah, it's a tough contender when it gets going, definitely. Rockets, as in pure rockets, are surprisingly pretty strong. I mean, they may have been regarded as not great at first, but I feel like it's another deck that's definitely better than ever. Destiny Heroes, also pretty surprisingly good and not to be underestimated, really. Just generally new hero support, or the Destiny hero support from what's that set called? Dark Neostorm. Um, just made them better than ever. And Evil Heroes, well, um, Malicious Bane and the Dusted Gold make it better than ever. Enough said. Of course, my build isn't as competitive as Weber's Fives, definitely, because I'm playing all the Evil Heroes, but it still does the business when it counts. Supreme Kings, also good at putting the pressure on with yeah, the extra deck Supreme King monsters, whether it's Clearwing, Dark Rebellion, or even the dreaded Zark himself. um, yeah, it does sort of work like Pendulum Magicians, but obviously it's not Pendulum Magicians, it's simply Supreme Kings. Any Pendulum Magician monsters are only used to build up to Zark. Of course, I hate Pendulum Magicians with a passion, in case you didn't know. I wouldn't touch that actual deck with a stick. Um, and finally, Speedroids, which performed better than I thought. Um, Again, very cool and underrated. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Why is it refreshing itself? Okay, that was weird. Don't know what happened there. Um, Now, I've actually taken Crystal Wing out of the deck, because after the bullshit that Crystal Wing put me through in the 4th raid boss game, it's back on my list of hated synchros. It just really annoyed me in that raid boss game, not gonna lie. So now I've gone back to hating it and refusing to play it. Um, so it has been replaced, but I want to see if I can try and win without the Crystal Wing, and rely more on Kite Drake and just any of the other Speedroid monsters. Of course, in the long run, if it doesn't work out, then I might have to forgive Crystal Wing, I guess, put my differences with it to the side and give him another chance. But we shall see. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. I know I am. See you for when it starts. Stay safe. See you later.